Los Angeles, 1992. The city is boiling, tensions are high, streets are scarred by racial conflict, and chaos hangs in the air. In the middle of it all, one man is trying to piece his life back together. His name is Mercer. After years of absence, he finally gets the call he's been waiting for. Child Services are granting him conditional custody of his son, Antoine, a boy he never got to raise, a boy who now blames him for every lost moment. On their first morning together, Mercer tries to reconnect. He cooks breakfast, attempts small talk, but Antoine won't eat, won't even look at him. His eyes are filled with resentment. The boy demands answers. Why did you leave me? Why weren't you there when Mom died? Mercer takes the punches in silence, but when Antoine mutters profanity under his breath, Mercer snaps.
This is some bullshit. What did you say?
His patience shatters, his voice rises, and he lays down the law. Antoine is grounded after school. No exceptions, especially now with the Rodney King trial inflaming the city. Meanwhile, in another part of Los Angeles, Riggin meets up with his friend Copeland. Riggin has a vision, one last big job. A heist so perfect it would let them walk away from crime forever. A new life, free from violence and poverty. Copeland hesitates, but temptation is too strong. Riggin brings his younger brother Dennis into the plan, and even their father, a ruthless old man, manipulative and cold. They map out the target, a platinum factory. Inside lies a vault worth millions, the score of a lifetime. But their father mocks them, calls it impossible, ridicules their preparation.
It's just over our heads.
You need a miracle to pull this off.
Riggin swallows his anger. He's used to it. Back with Mercer, life moves quietly. He works at that very factory, keeping his head down, trying to walk the straight line. But the past never truly lets go. One afternoon at a corner store, Mercer witnesses 3 young punks harassing an Asian cashier. Calm but firm, he tells them to back off. Wrong move. They pull a gun and shove it against his temple.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. What's wrong with you?
The air thickens. Then, suddenly, their leader, DeVille, storms in. He yanks the gun down, furious at their disrespect. You don't know who this man is? He used to run these streets. The kids back off instantly. Mercer stays silent, but in that moment, his history bleeds through. The reason he wasn't there for his family becomes clear. Prison. Then, the news breaks.
The jury in the Los Angeles police brutality trial has just reached its verdict.
Were found not guilty on...
The officers who beat Rodney King walk free. The city ignites. Riots explode, stores are looted, cars overturned, buildings set ablaze. Los Angeles becomes a war zone. For Riggin, it's the perfect cover. With cops distracted, the factory heist can go down unnoticed. The plan is on. He rallies Dennis, Copeland, and their father. The pieces are moving. Mercer, worried for Antoine, asks Joseph, the factory's head of security, for permission to bring his son inside during the chaos. Reluctantly, Joseph agrees. The factory feels safer than the streets, but danger is already on its way. Night falls. The crew moves in, a guard is dropped with a taser. The van smashes through the loading doors. It's brutal, fast, merciless. Joseph, caught off guard in a hallway, takes a bullet and collapses.
God damn it!
Riggin freezes, horrified. The gang starts arguing, but their father shuts them down. We're here for the money. Mercer senses something is wrong. His son is still inside. Time is running out. The gang reaches the vault. The thing is monstrous, protected by a cage that drops when alarms trigger. The drills scream, sparks fly, sweat drips. Then Joseph, clinging to life, hits the emergency button. Sirens wail. The steel cage begins to descend. In the scramble, Copeland's leg gets crushed under a forklift. His screams rip through the factory. Riggin begs his father to help, but the old man is ice cold. The job comes first.
You gotta make a decision. Millions or a little egg?
Riggin's soul fractures as he realizes just how heartless his father truly is. Outside, Mercer finally finds Antoine, but the boy, drawn by the rage of the rioters, tries to run into the crowd. Mercer grabs him. Look at them, Antoine. Burning their own homes, their own streets. That's exactly what the system wants. Don't fall for it. His words cut deep, but Antoine's face is still torn between anger and confusion. Inside, things spiral further. Copeland, writhing in agony, begs for release. Without hesitation, the father ends his life. Dennis can't even look. Riggin's faith in the plan begins to crumble, but the machines keep tearing at the vault. Mercer, armed now with Joseph's pistol, makes his move. He slips through the shadows, takes down one thug, kills the power. Darkness swallows the factory. Chaos erupts. Riggin is knocked unconscious with a single punch. The father begins to sense it. Control is slipping. And then the unthinkable happens. Antoine is captured. He's dragged in front of everyone, a bargaining chip. Mercer is given a choice: surrender or watch his son die. Riggin whispers a warning. He never leaves witnesses. Ever.
He's just a witness. You don't let witnesses live.
The standoff erupts into carnage. Gunfire rattles. Explosions shake the ground. Dennis takes a bullet protecting his brother. Riggin, driven mad, turns his gun on his father. It's betrayal, blood, and desperation colliding all at once. Mercer tries to flee with Antoine in a truck loaded with platinum, but the escape fails. The vehicle flips, metal screaming, the treasure spilling uselessly across the ground. Riggin, barely alive, takes a final shot from his own father. His eyes flicker with regret, but it's too late. The old man, greedy to the very end, sets his sights on Mercer. But he didn't expect Antoine. Shaking, terrified, the boy raises a gun. One trembling squeeze of the trigger and the old man falls.
What you call
Silence at last. Mercer, bleeding but alive, pulls Antoine into his arms. For the first time in years, father and son hold each other, not as strangers, but as family. Their world is in ruins, the city still burning, but they walk away with the only thing that matters: each other. The story ends on that haunting image, a father and son, broken but reunited, disappearing into the night as Los Angeles smolders behind them.